Hello. Hi, friends. I just wanted to go live and read because I need to get some reading done. And the reading sprints that I was watching are done. So, so I'm just going to, you know, set a timer and go ahead and start because it doesn't look like anybody's here. I don't know if anybody's going to come, and that's fine. I'm okay with that. um, But I'm just going to set a timer for 20 minutes and I'm just going to start right away with a sprint. So, All right. How did we do? Yay, there's people. All right. So I am reading. I don't know if the cover will show up. Here we go. I'm reading Grave Books, which is the sequel to Night Books, which is one of my favorite um, creepy middle grades. Um, I have a lot of favorite creepy middle grades. So that doesn't say a ton, but it says a little bit, right? So I kind of just started it yesterday, I think. And I am 36% in. I was like at 12% today. So that was, yeah. So I would love to hear what you're all reading tonight. Hello, Keisha. I'm glad you are here. Hi, Kim. Stacy's just about to read. Nice. That was 20 minutes ago. So you found something? Yeah. So okay, I still don't have night books in my classroom, which is dumb. I need to get it. Can I keep my fan on or is it really loud? Let me know if it's bothering you. Because I'd love to keep it on because this room is not super conducive to being in it with a fan. Yeah. So I need to get night books in my classroom. So far, I am really liking Grave Books, but it's different. It's different. So yeah, still reading Daisy Darker by Alice Feeney, halfway through and loving it. Very good. So when I saw that come up as book of the month, I almost got it, but then I was like, I'm gonna skip this month and I'm gonna get it from the library. I'm just gonna get it from the library. I don't know if that was a good choice, but it just wasn't. You were the only person that I knew of that was reading it. I did know you were reading it. I thought you were liking it, but I wasn't sure. And I was just like, we're going to hold off on that. So that's the decision I made. I don't know. I'm probably going to regret it and wish that I had it, but that is why libraries exist, right? I don't know. I've never read Alice Feeney before. Have you read her other one? Is that the rock, paper, scissors or something? Was her other one that was in book of the month? It's fine. Yeah, that's the fan, right? The fan is fine. It's not bothering you. That would be great if that's the case. I haven't, and that's the thing. Like, I haven't read anything else by Alice Feeney, and so I don't know. I just felt like I don't need to. I don't need to do that. So I don't know because I don't know if I like her reading style. So we're gonna have to see. Reading The Other Bennett Sister. So good. Are you reading that with Krista? I'm just curious. Because I know she was reading it too. And she was reading it with people. I don't know if you were one of them, but I'm glad you were liking it. Oh no, Kim. I'm sorry. Reading slumps are rough. What have you tried to get out of it? You know what I mean? Like, maybe we might have some ideas. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Sometimes reading middle grade helps me get out of a slump, which I was kind of feeling a little bit slumpy. So I started reading Grave Books, which is good because it's coming out like now. So, because I really, like, I killed it in July. I read 22 books in July. I don't know. I don't know what happened. That's crazy. So yeah. So I felt a little like, whew, okay. So it wasn't a huge reading slump though. So it's not too tough for me to get out of them. But a huge reading slump is sad. I don't like that. I don't like that for you. I'm sorry. Enjoyed Rock, Paper, Scissors. Sometimes I Lie is my favorite of hers. I don't know if I've heard of Sometimes. No, I have. I've heard of Sometimes I Lie. Uh, what's that you always say, Keisha? Kendall always says it. I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look it up. I definitely heard of it because it's on my want to read list on Goodreads. Oh, obviously, I think about it all the time. Yes, yes, to reading it with Krista. Awesome. Haven't finished a book in a couple months. Oh, I just hate that for you, Kim. I'm sorry. That stinks. Mm, hmm. Is. Try reading a book you've loved. Yeah, try um, a reread. That's good. Yeah, I like that idea, Stacy. Yeah, I'm gonna look it up. Yeah, Kendall's catchphrase. Uh huh. Uh huh. I'm gonna look it up. Hello, Sydney, Australia. Nice. Currently reading Boyfriend Material. Loving it so far. I have heard good things about that. And she's got there's like a sequel to that one coming out, or is it out? I don't know. Like Husband Material or something coming out, soon, or did come out, or something. Arcs are out. I don't know. Cool, cool. Yeah. Yeah. Try reading a book that you loved, or listening to a book while you do something else, like a really good audiobook. I don't know. It's it's. Ugh. Was it a book that you read that put you in a slump? I'm just curious. I don't know. I'm at the end of the comments, so we could sprint again. Um, although we haven't not been sprinting for very long, so Keisha, do you know when Night Books came out? You were the reason I read Night Books, Keisha. Like I'm mad at you for it. That's funny. 2018. And Grave Books is just coming out this year, so that's like 4 years in between sequels. That's kind of a lot. Really sick in April and May, which started. Oh, yeah. That'll do it. Being sick. Yeah. Being sick will. That'll do it. Now I want to know when husband material comes out. I'm. I feel like more and more um, books that we think of as standalones are actually coming out with sequels now. Oh, it just came out yesterday. Husband Material just came out yesterday. That was 2 years in between sequels. I don't know. Is anybody else seeing that? That books you thought were standalones are all of a sudden sequels or half sequels? Which really only matters when you're trying to like fill a prompt or something and they're like standalone. And so I was watching a TBR game and somebody had the prompt standalone, and the book that they chose has a sequel coming out this year, and I was like, that's not a standalone. But I mean, I don't care because it's their game and whatever. But I don't know. I think it's interesting, but I think if I was an author and I had a successful book, I would want to capitalize on that. And if I had a good idea, you know, capitalize on that success. So, anyway, I'm going to set the timer again because I don't know, it's been about 10 minutes and we're at the end of the comments. So, why not, right? All right. Let's read for 20 minutes. Happy reading, everybody. I think, though, actually, I don't want the ding dong. I want. Oh, I don't like that. Okay. That's the one I want. If anybody's real against it, go ahead and let me know. Happy reading. All right. How's everybody's sprint that time? I read about 10% of grave books. Grade books. I don't need to think about that yet. Um, I'm really liking it. I One thing that I really liked about Night Books, the first book, was that the uh, there were all these little stories within the story because Alex, the main character, needed to write a story in order to, like, every night he had to tell a story to appease this witch that had him held captive. So you heard his stories. And so that's still a part of this book. There's still these stories that he's writing, and I'm really liking it. It's a lot of fun. So, anybody else get some reading in? I started a new thing. I um, I filmed my wrap up for July today, and I started a new thing called superlatives. So I I saw this on somebody's channel. I can't even think of whose it was, but after I went through all of my books, then I picked a superlative like this: best side character. And so then I thought about the books that I read in July, and I thought about who the best side character was, which book that I read had the best side character. So, do you have a best side character in any books that you've read since, I don't know, let's do the mid-year. So, like, since it's mid-year, we can do like all of 2021. Like, can you think of like a side character that you would want to be friends with? I have to look at the books that I read. If I think about July, does anybody want a preview of my August theme? I'm so stinking excited. Okay. I don't know. There's a side character that I love. Okay. So this cozy mystery series that I love is the Mary Wrath cozy mystery series. And a new one came out in July, the 23rd. Crazy. But there are these two big oaf characters that I just absolutely love. They are, super strong guys that, could kill you, but also don't really want to. Like, they just love people. I just love them. I think they're the best side characters. They're great. They're actually married to the sisters-in-law. And one's married to one sister and one's married to the other sister of the main character's husband. And I love them. They're like these big oaf guys that are like, completely dumb and don't have any idea what's going on, but also amazing. I also liked in Voyage of the Dawn Treader. I have been reading that with the Chronicles of Narnia read along, that's going on. And Voyage of John Treader was one of the books this month. And Reepicheep is like this little mouse that's like all gung ho about, doing battle and stuff. Coolest little character ever. Love him. He's so fun. Yeah. I do. Hmm. Hello. Listen to Wicked Harvest from Karen McInerney by Karen McInerney. I think for a side character, I would say Dottie or Stephanie from the Friend for Hire series by Laura Bradford. Nice. Destiny, hello. Just popped on to see you online. Happy. Hi. Hi. I don't know why I said happy. I read hi Amy as happy. That's how I roll sometimes. Buggy Reads. I know that I know your name because I've seen you in the Killing Times with Cozies stuff, but I can't think of your name. But I know your name because I know that Tiffany has said it. I know I saw you over. But they were ending, and that's why I was just like, I'm just gonna go on sprints because I wasn't done reading, so I decided to go live. 100 pages into Inheritance Games. I'm loving it. I love the Inheritance Games. I loved it. It was so good. It felt like, I loved the Westing game, and that's what it felt like. It felt like a YA Westing game and a YA Escape from Mr. Lemonchill's Library, like all mashed together in all kinds of goodness. I liked it. I liked it a lot. Hannah. Okay. Sorry, I know I've seen you before, and I was like, I know her name. I know they said it. I heard them say it. Hannah. Saw you went live and just had to do some stuff around the house before I could join. Nice. I'm glad you're here. Thanks for stopping by. So we're not talking too much in between. We're just kind of reading for 20 minutes and then talking for a little bit and then reading some more and then talking for a little bit and reading some more. So I don't know, Destiny, if you heard, we were talking about, I started doing superlatives for my wrap ups that I saw somebody else do, and I can't think of who it was, but I just pulled a superlative for best side character. And so I asked who the best side character has been, and you can go back as far as you want. So you can go back to like January, or I don't know, you can go back your whole life. I mean, who's stopping you, right? Like, we don't need to put restraints on that kind of stuff. So I don't know what time we stopped reading. It's probably somewhere around 9:40. No, I'm at 9:35. Stopped reading. So we haven't been not reading for a while. I'm gonna pick another superlative. A book that you think would make the best movie. So this would probably have to be one that isn't already a movie. Maybe it could be. I don't know. What's a book that you have read recently that you think would make a good movie? I think I know my answer. Hold on. Okay, I have three. I have three. So I think Plot Twist by Bethany Turner. I think that would make a great movie because the main character, it's a rom com. First of all, rom coms to movies. Nice, right? So, Plot Twist, the main character is writing a screenplay. So you have that, and then you have the one day feel that, which is kind of like already a movie. Like it just takes place on the same day every day for 10 years. So February 3rd, February 3rd, February 3rd, February 3rd. So I don't know. It just felt like a movie. I felt like I was watching it. I could see it in my head the whole time. The Nightingale, read it last year. I do have that on my shelves. It is one that I find quite intimidating because I'm not 100% sure why I find it intimidating. Because it's not super long. But I was just getting into I bought it when I was just getting into historical, like adult historical fiction, World War II. So, I mean, that's like one of the like premier historical fiction World War II books. Hmm. Seven and a Half Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, the Family Upstairs, and the Bromance Book Club series. So you have three answers too. I have read the no, I'm thinking of the 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle, and I'm like, no, that wouldn't. I don't know how that would even do that. Um, I mean, they probably could. I'm not a movie maker, but seven and a half Husbands of Evelyn Hugo is one that I want to read. The Family Upstairs is one that I want to read, and Bromance Book Club is one that I want to read. I want to read all three of those. I've never read anything from Lisa Jewell. I hear that's really good. Taylor Jenkins Reid. I have liked what I've read from her, but I haven't read a ton of hers. Daisy Jones and the Six is my book club pick for my in real life book club. So excited about that. Bromance, I keep on meaning to get to that. I have the first one on my Kindle. I feel like I got it like when it was on sale during COVID, when they kept on putting like tons and tons of really, really, really good books during the lockdown. Like all these books were on sale for like $1.99 and stuff. I think I put it on. I think I bought it at that time. It's so good. Read it. Ugh. I should. Should read it. Kim tells me I should read it. Ugh. But it's gonna make me cry. It's gonna make me cry so much. I cry all the time. Why am I complaining about that? Books always make me cry. Okay, Kim. I'm gonna try to get to it by the end of this year. It's on my list. I don't have anything to write it down with. I'm gonna have to remember that. Remind me. The Outside, Stephen King. The 7.5 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle. See, I said it wouldn't make a good one, but then I was like, ooh, actually, I could probably see it. I wouldn't be able to do it, but I could see somebody else being able to do that one. First back in book in the Bromance series is my favorite. Yeah, I for sure want to read the first one sometime this year. The Bromance Book Club is, just wait. I don't want to say it and then be a liar. For my 20 books that I want to read in 2020 in 22. Yeah. So Bromance Book Club is one that I want to get to. Just haven't yet. Gotta get to it. I am not doing very good at those. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've read 8 of the 20. That's not even half. Oh, Bowman. Love Daisy Jones and the Six as an audio. Hard to follow in physical. So I love the format that Daisy Jones and the Six is in, like that mixed media kind of thing. But I kind of also want to get my hands on the audio to read it this month because I've heard it's so good. I don't know if I'm going to be able to though, so I might have to without it. Yes, it will make me cry. Kim, is that what you're saying? Do you need a book that's going to make you cry? Would that help you out of your slump, Kim? Maybe. I don't know. Have you read The Chronicles of Narnia? Because I feel like that series, that could be a slump buster. Have you seen the video that Krista at Books and Jams put out, the slump busting video? She had like all these other people like talk about books that got them out of slumps. It was a good one. It was a good video. Highly recommend. Anything Kristen Hanna makes me ugly cry. I haven't read any Kristen Hanna. Oh my gosh. Am I even a reader? I haven't read anything by Kristen Hanna. Oh no. What an existential crisis. Oh, oh no. Wow. But I have heard this. I've heard that Kristen Hanna makes you ugly cry. You need a buddy read for Nightingale. Ooh, that is intriguing. Yeah, that's in. Yeah, let's keep that in mind. Yes, yes. I have a book trolley with my TBR pile I own, and it's just sitting over there getting dusty and judgy looking at my library checkouts and new book purchases. Well, yeah, that's what they do. Look at all these books that are judging me. As all I'm doing is reading books on I'm reading like a whole bunch of ARCs, which most of the stuff that I talked about. So I don't know how many of you are familiar with my channel, but I did a TBR game for the first time this month. And I know myself. So I know that the books that I talked about for the prompts that I got are not going to be the books that I read. Because that would be silly. But I totally forgot about all my ARCs when I was talking about it. And I was like, oh my gosh, I have tons of ARCs that I need to read. And I just completely ignored them when I was thinking how I was going to fill all these prompts. So I think I have at least one middle grade historical fiction that I can use. So I'm like, okay. So what I actually read to go with my prompts are going to be completely different. So that whole video is just going to haunt me for a while because I'm not going to read a lot of the books that I talked about, and it's fine. It's going to be fine. You should find that video from Krista. When did that go out? I'm going to look it up. I don't know if Keisha's still here, but let me see if I can find it. It was within the last couple months, so it wasn't like too far away. Okay. Hates me. Okay. So it's, probably can't see that, but it's Booktuber recommends Slump Busters from 2 months ago. So it would have been during May. Yeah, because their June TBR is right after that. So it would be in May. So it's a good one. I don't know why it shows that I didn't watch it, because I did. Whatever. Okay. Firefly Lane had me sobbing on my birthday. Oh my goodness. I missed this one though. The Great See, because that's the one that takes place in Alaska, right? I'm so fascinated by books that take place in Alaska. I don't know why. I don't know that I have a desire to go to Alaska. My parents do. They've been trying to go to Alaska since their 40th wedding anniversary. And Alaska does not want them. I mean, it was COVID. So anyway, yeah, but that is one definitely that I have. I also have The Four Winds. That's Krista Hanna too. Yeah. So I have The Four Winds. I have The Nightingale. And I know that I have The Great Alone as marked as want to read. I mean, I think I do. Who knows? But Firefly Lane, that's not even a historical fiction one. That's a current one, isn't it? I don't know. I pretend to know stuff. It's fine. I do this thing where I buy books from authors and haven't yet read them. So I'm okay. Okay. I have a ton of Jodi Picoult I've found in Goodwill locations that I have not yet read. Have you read anything by Jodi Picoult? Because The Plain Truth by Jodi Picoult, that book haunts me. I love it so much. Like, so much. I still think about it. And My Sister's Keeper. I love My Sister's Keeper. I hate the movie because the movie, they changed the ending. Like, they completely just changed the whole theme of the novel. Like, it's terrible. I mean, it was a good movie. Let's face it. It has Cameron Diaz in it, and the girl from Little Miss Sunshine, Abby Breslin in it. Oh my gosh. But yeah, so I mean, My Sister's Keeper, that one is so good. And every Jodi Picoult book that I read, I like have something in my mind. You know, you have your idea of how you feel about something or how you think about something, but it just like takes it and flips it. You know, where you're like, oh, okay, I guess I see that side of it. You know, like it's just kind of, I don't know. I like books that do that make you think about um how you feel about certain things and really just make you think about all sides of things. 9 Minutes, that book, that scarred me. Ooh, a library book sale this weekend. That's going to be dangerous, Kim. See, Hannah agrees. Look at that. Dangerous. It came back from one with 75 books. That's a lot and awesome. And I always tell myself, well, if I don't want to read it, that, you know, because it's so cheap, I'm like, if I don't read it, I can just donate it back and then it'll be back on the shelves for the next year. Well, I don't go through it right away. I have to do a better job of that. I would love to go to Alaska and hate the cold. I can handle it. See, I like The Tourist Attraction by Sarah Morgenthaler. Like that. It's like Moose Springs, Alaska. I loved those books a lot. I want that. Those made me want to go to Alaska. I don't know. I just, when I'm reading it, I feel like it's not cold, even though it's got to be because Alaska. Oh, Four Winds is so good. Nice. You haven't read any, and you have a good you have The Plain Truth. The Great Alone is hands down a solid 4.5-star read. Nice. Yeah, I know for sure that one's on my list. I've read about 10% of the books I got from the sale. I'm working on it slowly but surely. The last library book sale that I got 4 books. And one I got the Skipping Christmas by John Grisham. I just wanted the nice cover because all I have is the movie cover. So I was like super excited about that. So I've already read that one. And The Last Time I Lied was from that sale. And I just read that last month. Read it like the month after. Who am I? So I've read 50% of my 4-book haul. Oh my gosh. Oh man. All right. I think we should sprint again. Let's read. Was the harp okay? Nobody seemed to be too upset about it. Oh, The Last Time I Lied was so good, Hannah. I loved it. Loved it. I can't even. I'll say more when we come back. Happy reading, everybody. How'd we do? Oh, I only read 9% that time. Strange. Or if I got a little distracted. I don't know. Oh no, the Lack Every Door is on my list to read. I want to read that one yet. For sure. And Final Girls. I have on my shelf to read. Super excited. Lock Every Door. Actually, I used some gift cards and I bought Lock Every Door. It should get here tomorrow. Wait, it should have gotten here today. Well, that's annoying. So I had some gift cards and I ordered a couple books. It says it was delivered. I didn't get a notification that it was delivered. Fun. Okay, so I have Lock Every Door and I have Final Girls. And then I have so those are the two yet that I absolutely want to read, and I want to read The House Across the Lake. I don't know if I want to read Survive the Night. I've heard not so great things about it, and I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know. I've heard I don't know. Has anybody read Survive the Night and liked it? Because I don't know. I don't remember hearing anybody say that they liked it. So, Hannah, you need to tell me what you think of Lock Every Door because I am very excited about Lock Every Door. Oh, you liked Survive the Night. Okay. How many of his books have you read? You didn't like Final Girls. So you've read at least two, and this will for sure be your third. I don't um yeah, let me know about Lock Every Door because I'm really excited about Lock Every Door. I don't know if it can top The Last Time I Lied though. I really liked The Last Time I Lied. There was a little bit in his writing how he wrote women that I was like, dude, girls don't do that. But other than that, I really liked them. So those are the only two that you've read. Survive the Night and Final Girls. Was Survive the Night the first one you read? I'm just curious if there's like an order. You know what I mean? Like if people read Survive the Night first, maybe they like, I don't know. Anyway, I skipped Sherry's comment here. Sorry. I was on a roll. Hi, Sherry. Joined in and read 30 pages of The Wife Before, psychological thriller, and it's fast-paced and good. Lots of twists and turns. The Wife Before. That name sounds familiar. That title. Is that by... Okay, I have Greer Hendricks and Sarah Pekkanen in my head. Or nope, that's not who I had. Sharona Williams. Okay. But I am always looking for really good, twisty psychological thrillers. Ooh, it says fans of Verity will be engrossed by this unpredictable novel of suspense. Ooh. I am reading Verity this month. Ooh, it just came out this summer. just click want to read on that. Okay, yeah. Sharona Williams wrote The Perfect Human. 5-year-old thinks he wants to party the past few days at 5:45 a.m. Well, I would go to bed, yeah. Oh, man. Oh, have a good night. Your 5-year-old and my dog have that in common. 5-year-old and his blippy. You know, with the dog, so I dog sit, so I do have some dog experience. They wake you up at 5:30 in the morning, but I let them out of their thing. They go outside, they come back in, I fall asleep on the couch, and they just fall asleep on top of me. So, I mean, you can't do that as much with a 5-year-old. Maybe, I don't know. All right. I don't know. I'm jumping around in the comments. I'm sorry. Okay. So you've read 2 Sager books. Final Girls was your first, but you didn't like that, and then you tried Survive the Night. Interesting. Okay. No blippy before 6 a.m. Oh, good night. Cats do the same thing. They don't understand summer and weekends. No. Cats do not. No. So when I dog sit, I stay there because they have to be fed like when they wake up and like they're kind of divas about it. Which is great for me because I just sit on the couch and I read. So like no complaints. It's awesome. Um, but when I cat sit for my sister, I just go over there and I just really need to feed them. Because they don't need to go out. They have like a whatever. But my when I go, so sometimes my parents will feed them, but sometimes I go over and feed them. And when I go over there, I sit on the couch and then the cats are like, because they're like, they never want to be around people when people are actually there. But once it's been a couple days with no people and they've just been fed and then the feeder leaves, when somebody actually sits down, it's, yeah. All right. Good night, Kim. I really hope you get out of it soon. Slumps are not fun. They stink and they're terrible and mean. So I really hope that you can find something to get out of that. No blippy before 8 p.m. What is blippy? I don't even want to look that up. Oh, starting a new job next week. Very cool. What do you do, Hannah? I think we're gonna do one more sprint. Yeah, do one more sprint. Let's do another superlative while we're sitting here. The cats. They've chosen me because I was their only option. When my parents go, they just go in and give them food and then they leave. So when I go, I sit down on the couch, I read a book for a little while, and then they're like, what is happening? So then, well, one of them, their names are Thor and Loki. They're brothers. One's crazy. Guess who? But Loki loves people more. Still only on his terms. Thor, he wants to be seen, but he doesn't want to be touched. So it's mostly Loki who's like on top of me. It's funny. A library aide. yay, and you get to like talk about all the books that you're reading, and oh, yay, that's so awesome. I love it. Congratulations. Surrounded by all the books. All the books. I love I love it when library employees like have books like that they love and that they want to talk about. Like some library patrons, they don't care. But I want to go into the library and I want to talk about what I'm reading, and I want to talk to whoever is there about what they're reading too. I don't care if it's the same as mine. But it breaks my heart every time, and it doesn't happen often, but every time I go into a library and I hear a librarian say, "Oh, I just don't really have time to read." And it stinks because librarians don't have time to read. They don't. Like, it should be part of their job. They should get like an hour every day of their job to just sit and read, because that's their job. Their job is to do that. So it just breaks my heart that librarians are so busy that they don't have time to read. And then by the time, like, they have to make major book decisions about what books to get. I don't know. Yeah, Thor and Loki. Yep, that's their names. My nephew named them. He was super proud of it. And then they they made my they made me watch Thor, because I had never watched it. So they made me watch Thor so I could see Thor and Loki right after they got them. This is a couple of years ago now, but this was like 5 or 6 years ago. Now I just feel old. Ugh. Yes, same way. See, like, I want to know why, like, I want to know what books somebody that is surrounded by books is choosing to read. I want to know. Yeah, let me ramble about books. It's your job. All right. The book you've read with the prettiest cover. Prettiest cover. Um, last month in July, my prettiest cover. Let me see my July. Ooh. I actually read a lot of pretty covers. I think my prettiest cover, though, I'm gonna go with Thirst. It's got like this yellow background, like this dark yellow, not like bright yellow, like dark yellow. And then there's like piles of what's in the piles. Okay, I'm gonna look at my picture. Okay, it's the houses. It's not piles of anything. Okay, so it's a bunch of houses and they have like different colors. So there's like purple and blue and red, and oh, it's just really pretty. And then there's a girl in the front and she's looking down, so it like symbolizes how far she has to go in order to collect water for her family to use, because her family can only get so much water every day, because that's how life is in Mumbai, which I think is really sad. That something I take so much for granted is such a hot commodity in other places. I think that's crazy. I don't know if anybody else has anything to say about the prettiest book covers they've read. I do love Grave Books cover. Oh, what's going on here? No. Goodness gracious. Like, I love all of these colors. Can't see it, but there's like purples and greens, and it goes up, and then Grave Books is in this yellow, and oh, it's so pretty. So pretty. Looking through Goodreads. That's where I should have looked. I should have looked through Goodreads. If I look at Goodreads, I can show you the cover. I mean, it won't be great, but of Thirst. There it is. Ooh, look at it's just so pretty. Look at all those colors. It's so colorful. So colorful. I read a lot of purple books last last month. Purple, purple, purple. That's crazy. Ah. Castle Deadly, Castle Deep. Ooh, that is pretty. That's one that they've been talking a lot on Killing Time with Cozies. Have people been reading that too? Death in a Castle Dark. I should add that to my want to read. Got to start with the first one though. That one's number 2. Look at this one. Ooh, it's all purpley. You have that tutus, fries, and dead guys. And you can't really see it, but in the mirror, there's like a ballerina dancing because the ghost is stuck in the mirror. So good. Hmm. Ooh, and then I love these. I don't remember when I read this. The Omar Rise. This is middle grade. It's so pretty. So, so pretty. Just pretty. You're talking about Thirst. We did a buddy read. The first book was really good. Cool. Yeah. I put it on my want to read. I just have to remember I've been doing better about writing down where I get my recommendations from so that when I'm like, why did I put this on my want to read list? I can look back in my journal and I can say, oh, yeah, I put that on my list because so and so talked about it on this video. And I last month I was like writing down the exact video so I could like go back to the video and I could like actually watch it and see what it was said about it. It's crazy. Best setting. So, book you've read that you think has the best setting. I did this one for my wrap up, so I'm not going to talk about the book that I read last month for that because that's a spoiler. But I'm super into the Aloha Lagoon cozy mysteries. They take place. I just finished this one. This was number this is number a lot, but I just finished it. It comes out next week. And it takes place in Hawaii. And so I'm just going to have to say Hawaii is a pretty darn good setting for a book. Donut Disturb by Ellie Alexander, Ashland, Oregon. Looks so pretty. Ooh, nice. Hello, Stargator. Yeah, I don't know how much longer I'm going to stay on and read, but for sure, at least one more sprint we're going to do. I just wanted more reading to get more reading done today, and I wasn't done reading when the sprints ended earlier. um, so, yeah. Well, hello, Anne. How are you? We were just discussing a book that had, I don't know where I put it. Lost it. I lost the best setting. Because my wrap up that's coming out within the next couple of days after I went through the books that I read, I did a wrap up, a superlative wrap up. So I picked some superlative questions and I just had it by me. So we've been talking about that as we've been chatting tonight. Feeling loads better. Good. Yay. I'm so glad to hear that. I'm so glad. What are you reading? All right. So I would like to get to, whoops, going ahead. So I am reading Grave Books. It's a middle grade creepy thriller that's coming out next week. And I would like to get to, I don't know, I'm at 55% now. So I would like to get to like 65%. So let's do My Brother's Spare. A NetGalley. Your oldest NetGalley. My Brother's Spare. I have to see this. So I'm thinking maybe we might do a little bit more than 20 just because I've been doing like 10% every sprint, but then I only had like 9 last time and I want to get further. My by Shira Bahor. Oh, well, yeah, because it says you're reading it. So that must be it. It's your oldest. When did it come out? Oh, it doesn't say when it came out. That's it. Okay. Unless you're reading 2 books called My Brother's Spare. Valeria Anson has always been one in a set, her and her twin brother sharing everything from clothing and toys to their mother's womb. But the one thing they didn't share was the searing image of their mother's brutal murder, one that haunts Valeria every night without fail. Ooh, goodness. Yikes. I mean, whew. Okay. I need to find out what you think of that, Stargater, because uh, that's intriguing. Oh, it came out in 2020. That's not too bad. I'm pretty sure that there are people out there that have books older than that. My oldest, I have like three that came out in 2021. Um, that I haven't gotten to yet. That I really should get to. So good for you getting on your NetGalley arcs. It is Arc August, right? Oh, all right. I'm gonna do 25. Um, and then we'll come back, say goodbye, and call it a night. Sound good? All right. Happy reading. Oh, there we go. You know what I'm saying. Well, hello. I don't know how long that was, but it was long. Oh man, I forgot to set the. I set the timer. I forgot to start the timer. Um, I don't know. By the time I realized it, I had no idea how. Yeah. So I just added 10 minutes and went from there. So I apologize for my lack of intelligence in whew, pressing start. um, so I hope that you got some good reading in that sprint. I got to 71%. I was at 55. Oh my goodness. Oh. Prologue in one chapter, 8%. 27 pages. Nice. Very productive. Good. Clean up and let the doggies in. Yeah, those dogs, they want what they want when they want it, right? I get to hang out with dogs this weekend. I'm so excited. Um, from Friday to Monday. So I'm excited. Um, yeah. Oh, cool. I'm glad that was a nice long sprint to end on. Uh, I'm glad that it was productive. I felt it was productive. Um, although I don't know that I want to stop reading. So I'm probably going to get ready for bed, crawl in bed, and read some more. But that's me. Oh man. I need to do laundry tomorrow so that I can pack for my weekend of dog sitting. And I don't know what else I need to do tomorrow, but I have to get some stuff in order for that. So, what is today? Wednesday? Is that right? Thursday, if you're ahead of me. Oh, I'll be reading late tonight. I need to wash all. You have to wash all your bedding yet tonight? Oh dear, man. What time is it where you are? You must not be where it's 11:23 p.m. At least I hope you aren't, because that's a lot. I Oh, you're halfway through it. Okay. Okay, that's better. That's that's better. But still, holy cow. Uh yeah, I probably do need to do that within the next a little bit. Yeah, it's 11:30. We are in the same time zone. Oh, you're off work tomorrow, so you can sleep in. Very good. Very good. Yeah, I have to start going back into school and like getting stuff done. I just haven't really I've I think about school all the time. So it's not like I'm like, "Oh, I don't want to do it." That's not it. Like I'm thinking about school all the time. Um but there's a whole bunch of stuff that's been sitting in my room that needs to get moved yet. And I don't know where I want to put a whole bunch of stuff. I want to have my bulletin, like I have I should go in and I should look around my classroom and I should figure all this stuff out, but I'm not to that point in my headspace yet. So for sure next week I will at least a little bit. Um, but yeah, not there yet. Ooh, you were sick 2 weeks ago and couldn't do it then. Yeah. Yeah, I should probably do my bedding. Did I do it last week? Probably not. Yeah, I should probably do my bedding tomorrow too when I do lunch. Should probably do that. Oh, that would be a good call. Yeah. So, all right. Well, I hope that you all had a wonderful night. Though, if you're watching this on replay, I hope that you had a wonderful time reading, especially that nice, long, extra mysterious sprint that you didn't know when it was going to end, right? Um, oh, but yeah, I have my July wrap up should be coming out soon, and then I got two physical arcs in the mail, which is super exciting. Um, from publishers. Like I signed up for, like they didn't seek me out or anything, but still it was exciting because I got like physical arcs. So I think that's cool. Um, but so I did like a little try a try a chapter. Like I kind of show them both off and look at them, whatever. So that should be coming out soon as well. Um, Other than that, I'm stumped so far for August videos. I might do an arc, try a chapter, just because I have a lot of arcs, so I might try to do something like that. I don't know, but for sure, my wrap up and my physical arcs video should be coming soon. So stay tuned for those if you would like to. I would appreciate it. But other than that, thank you all for hanging out with me, chilling out. I had a lot of fun. And I will see you all later. Talk to you all later. Happy reading. Bye.